Afternoon.
Hey Jeff, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm pretty
Yeah.
good. Well, I'm
Are you
just
traveling still? You were somewhere, you were a different Airbnb last time or something.
I am in a midterm rental. I
Okay.
am here for another month. Then I'm
Okay.
gonna
What are you doing?
I'm just
If I can ask.
yeah, I'm just in between. Like I sold a house
Okay.
about a week ago, and then I'm going out of country, and then I have a really crazy summer and stuff, so I'm just kind
Okay.
of in between places right now.
All right. Sounds good. Well, congrats on the house selling. I'm sure that's a positive thing, not an
Yeah,
accident.
yeah. It was
Yeah.
really good. Surprising.
Great. Awesome.
Yeah, how are things going for you? How are your properties?
Great. I have a few questions today, but I the cost are like $4,600 a month, and I think we'll get 6,000. And there's still one weekend left I haven't booked. So
Okay.
in our second month, that's last month we almost broke even. So feeling generally pretty positive about it. Yeah, things are going well.
Yeah, good. Okay, so not too many questions then if things are going well.
The not too many questions, but a few questions.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't want to wait a few minutes to hop on, or we go into
No, we
questions.
can get going. A
Okay.
lot of these Q&A can be
Okay.
oh,
I'm gonna share my screen. That's okay. We had talked about. I'm gonna pull the dashboard on
that's
Pace
really good
Labs.
for like Raleigh and like us coming out of a slow season to already be doing good. That's really good. Um, you know,
Yeah, glad to hear that. I'm trying to figure out you somewhere here in this dashboard is going to tell me the right time period to restrict two versus where the line between 2 and 3 nights is, right?
yep.
And I wasn't seeing where that was.
Yeah, so on the left side where it says length of stay and booking window, go with that.
Yes.
And then okay, you're gonna use both of these, but scroll down a little bit. So under booking recency or recent bookings on the right
Yep.
side has the three dots. And the
Yep.
top right has the three
Oh,
dots.
I need to
Uh,
hide this. Yep. The screen is looking
okay. And then change it from booked nights to bookings by length of stay. Bookings by length of stay, not booked nights. Yep, that one. Okay, and apply.
apply.
Yep. Okay, so this is based on what's happening in the last 30 days, and then I'll show you what the top one means. Right? So this one is based on the last 30 days. When is the 3 day? Is the light pink. So it looks like if you go to 1 to 2 months in advance, what does this one say? You go to the column right here. So this is, you probably have to do bedroom filters as well.
Okay.
Normally I do like if you have a 4 bedroom, 3 to 5 kind of thing, which looking at, I don't know, like an average of larger homes. Anyways, so in this case, it looks like 1 bedroom or 1 night stays are getting about 45 nights and then 70 nights for 2 night stays. But then between 3 to 4 nights, there's almost 95 stays. So there's more 3 to 4 night, 5 night stays than there are of fewer stays. So I would probably kind of cut it in the middle instead of, you know, 30 days or 60 days, probably start about 45 days,
Okay.
doing 3 night stays. And then because weekdays are so hard to get booked, I would leave the weekdays open for 2 night stays.
Got it. Yep.
And
No,
if you,
yeah, that one that makes sense. Sure.
yep. And then if you go to the next column over,
Oh, here. Yep.
this one, the two to
Oh,
four
yeah.
months, it's pretty much the same. I wouldn't say it's it's not like 3 nights plus or like 75% of the stays. And then 4 to 6 months. Okay.
They show how many 1 day stays, 2 day stays, 3 day stays, etc. Right? So that's our 3 night stays. That's what that's showing. Correct.
That
Each of
have been
those.
booked based in the last 30 days.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Right now, a lot
Nope.
of
This makes
stays are
sense.
happening. And when people are booking 1 night, 2 night stays this far in advance, like that's just missed opportunities for those people. Like that's ruining their calendar by doing that. So in this case, it's not showing like a ton of 3 plus night stays because I think especially 4 to 6 months out, people are starting to look at football season and they're just taking up those 1 to 2 night stays, which also tells me
Even for
that,
those though, that's still we're holding out for those 3 night stays that far in advance.
yeah,
Correct. Yeah.
100%. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, in this case, based on what I know about Raleigh, it's not giving a ton of evidence of like, okay, we should do for sure
Perfect line. Right.
days, but knowing Raleigh, I would do that. I think
Sounds good.
so
Yeah.
it's
45
the
day
longer
mark.
days, just slow season, right? So people are a little bit more lenient with their night stays and we'll get more aggressive with time, but we want to be proactive.
Yeah.
Then let's look at the
Sounds good.
graph above it. This is telling you the future stays based on the date or future length of stay based on date. So if we go to like, yeah, May, majority of people booked 3 to 4 night stays, which I'm sure you did too. And if we go farther out, yeah, like this, what is this high point August here or late July? A ton of people are booking 3 to 4 night stays as well. So I don't know what this event is on July 24th, but I would make sure to have a 3 night minimum during that time, which you more than likely do because it's past 90 nights.
Sorry, are you saying, I thought you were saying, so in this case here, we're looking at this. I thought you were saying 45 days would be a good point to be 3 night stays. Are you saying that's not correct? I
On the
misunderstood what you were saying.
Yeah, on
On
the
the
weekend.
weekends, yes.
I don't know when the 24th is. I don't know if it's weekday or weekend. So I
Right.
just
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Good point. Yep. Yeah. I'll
anything
go look at
after
that.
90 days, I would do 3 night minimum no matter what.
Yeah.
But this helps identify, okay, should I do 4 nights? Because if a majority of people were booking 4+ nights, then I would try to override just specific days for that.
Okay.
But
That makes sense. That's one question. Another question I had is about cancellation policy. So obviously I'm still pretty new. We have like, 6 5-star reviews on the main property. The smaller split out child properties during the week are separate. But I have first person is in a tiny home. It's not much money, but they canceled day before. When do you give yeah, what is it in time I earn the right to be able to have like a week? Yeah, what does that timeline look like? When should I expect to be able to hold
yeah,
some buyers accountable?
per the algorithm, being flexible is what Airbnb wants you to be. So until you stop needing the algorithm, it's best to be flexible. I would give it like 6 months is,
Okay.
and especially it's going to be like that with especially smaller properties. You're going to see that more often in individuals. Um, but right now, when you still need the algorithm, I would leave it as flexible.
Okay, makes sense. I have one last question if I can share my screen again. If that's okay. So anyone else wants to hop in? Well, we're only 500 and plenty. There's only two of you guys here, so
Yeah, lots
not
of
too
time, not
much.
worried about.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So I have this weekend this weekend where is we in March? This weekend here is not booked yet. Is both yeah, this is the last weekend in March, not booked yet. So we're now 2 weeks out. Like if I take this off, it ends up being like, I don't know, 425. I set it to 350. But at this point I'm competing with 3 bedroom houses, right? Like I'm should be looking at this is 3 bedroom houses. I'm more or less like there's nothing else that's that not it's anywhere near as nice as our property that's under 1,000. Like obviously I'd rather book it than not book it, but it's not hasn't booked yet. This is the right approach, right? To compete against like a smaller house set. Still looking at those 3 bedrooms. Obviously obviously I'm not competing with every single house, and these are a little further out. They're not as nice, but that is the right approach when there's a weekend coming closer.
Yes. The only thing that I'm considering now, if you go back, that weekend is like a dark blue, so it's high demand. Right. We're looking at this, yeah, the 27th, 28th. Can you hover over the 350? What is this weekend for? Okay.
Homestead, what is that thing? I think it might be this might be like a marathon or something get this, and yeah, it's sold out a long time ago. The waiting list is done, so while it thinks it's a high
Okay.
demand weekend, I think it's the algorithm is wrong in this situation. And like
Okay, let's
I can
take a look.
see, go ahead, sorry, go ahead. What?
Let's take a look. Let's go back to price swaps. I want to see what the
Okay.
occupancy is for a majority of those. Can we go to neighborhood data? And then you have 3 to 5 bedrooms. Okay, cool. Let's just do like 3 4 bedrooms.
settings. Yes, okay.
Yeah, remove the 5 for now. Just I'm trying to be a little bit more specific. Okay, then what is that date?
The
March
end.
27th.
Yeah.
Next one over. Okay, and if you scroll down a little bit, it's gonna pull up the information for both of these drafts. Okay, good. Same date. Okay, the 27th, it looks like, sorry, hover over it again. Yeah. Okay, so it's about, the market occupancy is about 50% right now. And your pricing at 350 is in the 50th, 75th percentile, so it makes sense. Only 50% booked. Mm, can you go scroll back up and go to the gear? No, the charts only option. Yep. Last year data. Go to last year's data under occupancy options. Last year's data. Nope, down.
Yep.
Yep.
Here,
I want
right?
to see what it says for that. Yes, I want to see what it if they had it last year. Okay, and then hover over that same date. Okay, hold on. So last year today, last year final. So last year today was about 56% booked, which is similar to now, but it ended about 76% for that day. So there definitely is still room
Interesting.
for it. And I think where your price is good. So yeah, I think the price you picked is
So okay, that's good to hear. Because when I look at, I have this. This is my dash. This is when I did the dashboard and like found comparable properties. This is the properties. Obviously, I'm way beneath all. Not way beneath. Yeah, significantly beneath all of them. But these are all 4 bedrooms. So this, yeah, this made sense to make sure. But that's interesting. There's another 20% of the market that will be booked, assuming last year is the same as this. Yeah, this year's the same. I hadn't looked at that metric before. That is very helpful. So,
and I don't know if that event was still going
but even
on at
because
the same time last year,
that's good point. Yeah, I'll look at when that was.
but still. And then if you're being aggressive with your pricing, I mean, there's no reason you shouldn't get booked.
You had mentioned something about like if you go too low, and we were talking more about like I think weeknights, and I created the child properties, so it doesn't really have the issue. But if you go too low, the algorithm will start to deprioritize you. What I mean, how what is the
Average.
dangerous? Is there what
Yeah.
is it?
So your overall average, Airbnb looks at the last 3 months of your pricing and they, determine an average. And if you're, let's say your average is like $300 and then for the next 3 months you bring it down like another $100, that average, now you're $200 average. They're not going to let you come back up to 300 like that. You're going to have to prove your way back up. So it's just if you were
Meaning
to
you'll be on a second, third, fourth page on Airbnb when you're there. Obviously, you're still there on the site, but if you put your price higher, they're just putting you deeper into the site, more or less.
right
Is
because
that
they no longer find you that value of that value. Yeah.
right? Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't have any other. Oh, I want to. You mentioned that orphan nights, you were saying, I think, don't ever do a single night because it's gonna get a party. But I'm curious. That's like I've booked Airbnbs all over the world for like a one day, like I'm a day early for something, and I was reading some Reddit posts that the risks is too high because someone could do some serious damage to your property. You never book a one night
On
stay
the
or let your place be
week,
booked for one night.
yeah, I never do on the weekends. Weekdays for sure. I'll do it. Last minute on the weekdays, never the weekends for one night stays. Unless you like
That makes
know
sense.
the
Okay.
person or like if there was a way to do request only for a one night stay, then I would say yes, but there's no way to determine who's going to stay. It's just too risky on the weekdays, especially in your area. That's a college town. You're near the university, like you will get a
Yeah.
party.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Thank you for all that information. That's helpful. Those are my questions for the day. Good.
Course. Cool. Steve, Grace, Dana, do you guys have any? How are things going?
Things are going good. I don't want to contradict what you just said about the one night stays, but I think so I have a property in a college town. So it's actually College Station, Texas. And then I have Kissimmee, Florida. And I think the guidance that I received when I first launched both is like, yep, don't do one night stays, bad idea. And I was like, oh, business is slow. So I just lifted the restriction just to see what would happen, a little risky maybe. But yeah, experience exactly what you said, Becky. During the week, I get one night stays off and on and no issues. But I actually have had a few on weekends, even in College Station, and maybe, it's Russian roulette, but I haven't had an issue. So yeah, I would say I'd say it's more at your own risk, honestly. It could happen. I mean, I haven't been burned yet. Knock on wood. I hope I won't get burned. But at the end of the day, I'm all about, getting some revenue versus no revenue. And then I feel like Airbnb recently has kind of gotten really tight and strict on what they will, be liable for or not. And they say, no, it's not insurance, it's just assurance, I think is like the new thing with Airbnb liability claims. So, so yeah, I mean, you could get burned, but I think it is, do you want, at the end of the day, are you okay taking the risk to fill your house or not? And if you're like, you know what, I don't want to risk it, I'd rather not have any business than get a little bit of business and risk a party. It's a personal decision.
Yeah, definitely whatever your risk tolerance is. I
Yeah.
think I'm pretty risky, but that's one thing I think I've been burned on quite a few times.
Oh, you have. Oh, wow. Okay.
It's just, I mean, every market's a little bit different. Every, depending on also like the value of the home. I noticed like some of my lower value properties where my prices are just lower in general
Mm,
compared to my, more high end properties. Like that makes a big difference. For me to get like one night stays, I got to lower my price to like 85, $95. And that just brings in a
mm,
different crowd of people versus my higher scale properties where a one night orphan night might be, $450. It's
mm.
depends on the property for sure as
Oh,
well.
yeah. No, I would definitely agree with that. College Station, to your point, it can
Yeah,
get pretty low, under $100 for a one night stay. But Kissimmee, I mean, I could get like $300 for the single night, right? So it does
good.
depend. Hmm. But
Definitely.
yeah, other than that, I don't know that I have any questions. I mean, I kind of like listening in. I'm like, oh, that's a good tip. I mean, just last week I called in, I was just opportunistic. I'm like, here's what I'm trying to do. Um, but yeah, nothing that's top of mind for me.
Okay. Were you able to look into any of those like DSCR loans or anything?
I did do some research. I haven't called up. So is Steve, I think Steve on the line. So yeah, I haven't called up. Okay. I haven't actually called up the two that I got from last week, but I have done some research and I'm like, oh, this looks like a legit thing.
Yep.
So yeah, we're still considering it. We're trying to weigh all of our options.
Awesome. So
Mhm.
this weekend I went and I had a family event and one of my family friends has like an 8 bedroom home in Anchorage. And they used to do it as like a multi-family kind of residence, like her and her sister, plus their mom lived there, like ginormous home. Um, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this would make an incredible Airbnb. Like, why don't you like let me run this Airbnb? But she's been running it herself and cleaning it herself and handling everything herself. So she's like so burnt out on it and was like, I'm selling this house. I'm so over it. And I'm like, oh, how do I turn this around? Like, it can be stress free. Just let me handle it.
I
So
guess
I'm,
my thing, I mean, is it that she just wants to make all the money? Because I mean, you can pay people to do everything, right? You can hire cleaners. I mean, will her margins be too thin if she just hires some help?
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
get it.
I don't think so at all.
Oh,
She is like has a one track mind of like, nope,
I
I'm
must
done.
do it all. All
Yeah, I don't know.
right.
She doesn't even want to like talk about possible management. She just has it done. She has it up for sale, and that's it. That's all she's done. I'm
All
like,
or nothing. Either I do it all or I sell
yeah,
it.
yeah. And her
Interesting.
husband's like, well, if we could, because her husband works for like FedEx, and they have some big contract coming up where they're willing to pay them like $1,200 a night for like 6 months for this place. And she's like, nope, don't want to deal with it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's like what, 200 grand? Like, ugh,
Weird. I don't get
different
it.
different places in life, I guess.
Wow.
And so then I was thinking, I'm like, oh, how do I make the numbers work for like, to see if maybe like one of the investors I work with would be interested in it. But with interest rates and how much that property costs, the numbers would not work. But
Mhm. Okay.
opportunities everywhere. in theory.
Yeah.
But all right. So Steve, how are things going? How is the new property? Newest. Is he still there?
Yeah, I'm here. New property's going, it's it's almost ready for you, not quite. Did send you a letter today, so
Yep. I got
yeah.
your tickets.
So I just had to finish up some things. I find out my lock set wasn't set right. I didn't do Wi-Fi on it, so
Okay. Okay.
got to
Well,
be there to do it.
I can always get started in the listings while you're working on it.
Yeah, I do. Well, part of the description and stuff that I need, I've got it done. I'll send it to you today, so you can get started on it.
Cool. Sounds good. Sounds good. Cool.
And the other ones actually have been booked up pretty good. We're going to hit almost 12,000 this month for the two of them, so that's
In
pretty good
Colorado,
in Colorado. Yeah, but
amazing.
the one has no bookings past this month hardly. So I don't know, but at the beginning of the month it had none either. So now it's all filled up.
Hmm.
So it's just
Yep.
crazy. It's like, are we going to get any bookings for this place or not? So
Yeah. I'd say it's kind of normal for that area. It's still kind of, I feel like people just start like March and April really start booking in the summertime. But there's like, and then you're gonna hit April. I think it's April or May they call like mud month or something like that because it's springtime, things are breaking up. It kind of gets slow again, and then it gets into summer season and gets crazy.
yeah,
So
the first one's got a lot of bookings already in May, June, July, August. Some of them are
yeah,
almost filled up, but the second one is. Like, is it the design or what? Why is it filling up,
I doubt it. I doubt it's design. Well, the thing is even when it's like, let's say a design did affect it, it just means it's going to get a lower price. Not that it's not going to get booked, just going to get priced at a lower booked at a lower price.
Yeah, it can only go so low though. You cost a lot of money when you're renting them and you got electricity to pay and
Yeah, yeah. But I don't
it
know. I mean, lead
costs a
time.
lot of money to keep that running at quite a few
Yep.
thousand every month, so
Yep.
got an opportunity for another one there. I don't know how good is Colorado, there's somebody else that started one in September and they want to get out of it and they got a decent price that they want to get bought out on. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
There's room. I mean, if your properties are doing good, there's room. Just got to be good.
We'll see how you're going to do with my Florida one.
Yeah. We'll get it all going. Cool. So, Dana, Frankie, how are you guys doing? And you guys just kind of listen in.
I'm doing better than Dana.
Yeah. I have the stomach bug, so I'm just listening in. My daughter
Oh,
decided to share that with me. I thought we were in the clear, and then last night it hit me out of nowhere. So I could be better.
goodness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Hopefully it's on its way out. We'll see.
Frankie, hopefully you're taking care of her.
Yeah.
But okay, cool. So nothing crazy. Sounds like it's going pretty well for everybody. We're going into summer season, so things are starting to get busy. So everybody looking into like kind of like spring cleaning for their property, making sure like inspections, making sure everything's ready for things to get very busy and no time to fix things.
I should do that. I think it's smart. Do most people do the spring cleaning, the deep clean around this time?
Yeah, I would say around March. That's when I do mine. I try to do mine like pretty quarterly. But big ones, especially in March before my summer seasons.
Yeah, no, I think that's smart. I need to look into that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't have anything super new to bring to you guys. Mm, I'm doing the same thing, setting up some deep cleans, making sure I'm checking my prices, for pretty much the rest of the year, all these high demands, making sure my summer's not getting booked up too quickly. I've had to increase the price on a couple properties for the summer season already because I'm like, holy cow, like all of a sudden I'm getting it happens like I feel like I'm no bookings, no bookings, no bookings for summer, and all of a sudden I'll get like 3, 4, 5 bookings in a day, and I'm like, okay, something's happening. Like, what am I missing here? Always looking at future bookings. But we don't
And
have.
I saw, so can I share my screen again? I
Yeah.
saw that that Umstead, that marathon thing is it was April 4th and 5th or 5th and 6th last year. And I'm
Okay.
having I can't remember where, obviously I now have the recording. I've noted this recording time, but where did we go to compare the previous year?
Um,
I refreshed the page.
we went to actually the neighborhood dashboard, not the
Oh
rent.
yes.
Yep. And then change from chart options. Yeah, we already got
Last
that
year's
pick.
data there.
Okay.
Okay. And it was April 5th and 4th, 5th and 6th. That's a weekend. That's surprising. Um,
And I got a
94%. Okay.
yeah.
So that's crazy that it tweaks out. This is saying that okay, that's not the fifth, whatever word yeah, that it's going to be 100% booked.
Yeah. Yep. And
99%.
last year on a regular weekend was 74%, and then this high demand increases at another 20%. Like that's fantastic. So
So my pricing should be moving back to where it should be normally, I guess. That this is going to I'm just surprised that people are coming in to do this. What is this? This is in 10 days. People are coming to this last minute deciding to come to watch this run where their family is at or something. It's interesting, but really that's so. I mean, you would agree that this price is too low. I should move back to the normal price, and that if it was 95% last year and we're at 50% now, that we should be higher.
I think the price looks good right now because it's right under
Okay,
that. It's aggressive. It's on the aggressive side, and I think if it were
gotcha.
me,
And I am still new.
yep, and you're still new, but it's sitting
Yep,
right at that $1,000, which looks obviously good.
yep.
And I think these other people at 15, 13 are way too high, which is why they're not getting booked.
Yep.
So yeah, I think
Okay.
it.
Cool. That's how long do these? Should I this recording was very helpful. I'll probably want it months from now. These stay online for a year, or should I go screen record this recording myself, or like do you know how long they stay online
They should be. We have uploads from
perpetually?
23 still.
Okay, great.
As long as we use the same platform.
Okay, cool,
Amen.
awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, of course. All right, guys. Well, sounds like we went through everyone's questions. I don't have anything too new, so we'll just get back to our day then. Um, yeah. And then if you guys have any topics you want me to bring up next week, like always open to hear ideas for different topics. So you can always whatever. I think most of you guys have my phone number or can message me or let the team know or let me know now. Either way.
Hey, Becky, do you ever do anything with just single rooms in a house?
Like renting out per room.
Yep.
I have done the rent out per room. It's how do I say that? Are you looking which property are you thinking about?
The one I live in.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I think that would be a great idea. A lot of
Okay.
people a lot of people rent out rooms in their residence.
And that works pretty good for people.
Yeah. Yep. I wouldn't do like I don't think it's as important to do all the systems like we do. Like you probably don't need Price Labs, you don't need Hospitable. Like that would be and like or you could connect it to Hospitable for the messaging and everything, but just basic Airbnb pricing for just a single room in your home, something low effort is yeah, very maintainable and worth it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of I want to come in today bookings.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you guys, it's crazy, you know. We'll be
Yeah.
there. One was in 20 minutes. They were at the place.
Yeah. That makes sense because that's what I do when I travel. I don't book things in advance because I don't want the commitment of it, and I get it super last minute with whether it's turos or places to stay. Um, yeah, individuals will definitely book a lot more last minute.
And I've been getting some on verbal now too, a few. So I don't know if
Perfect.
I finally got the site working right or what, but been getting a few off of there now.
Yeah, and I would say like I noticed prices. I've done one bedroom like renting out per room in like a 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom home in a few different states, and on average, I mean the price is pretty similar. I get anywhere from like I don't know $30 to $50 a night. It's pretty standard that I see.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys, let's get back to our day. I'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, have a good
Right.
one.
Thanks,
Bye.
Becky.